As football coaches and leaders, we can create a safe space for our players on the football field and use that as a tool to empower them. But football is in itself also a great tool to develop our players both on and off the football field. So let me give you an example. If one player is about to pass to a second player, but then a player from the opposing team puts this player in their blind side, as it is called in football, meaning that the opponent simply stands in the way so that the player with the ball can't pass to her teammate as she intended to. What does this player need to do to be able to pass the ball? Well, first of all, the player needs to understand the situation. She needs to understand that a problem has occurred, right? She then needs to look at all the different alternatives she has. To do that, she needs to analyze the situation and her surroundings. She needs to use all the information she has gathered throughout the game and the information she already had from previous games, and use this information to assess the situation. Then she needs to compare the different alternatives. Maybe she can pass someone else, or dribble herself, or communicate with her teammates so that she moves out of the blind side. So she needs to determine which alternative is the best one to apply in this specific situation and context. And once she has analyzed this and determined the best option, she needs to make a decision and then act upon it. And all of this takes about 10 to 20 seconds to do. What all of these things in this example have in common is that they are skills or abilities that we humans need in everything we do in life. There are processes in our minds that make it possible for us to understand, interpret, and remember the information that we take in through our senses and use this information to solve problems, plan, and make decisions so that we can take action and actually do things in life. These skills are called cognitive skills, and we literally need them in everything we do in life. From playing football or eating breakfast to going to school or work. The stronger our cognitive skills are, the easier it will be for us to do all of these things, what we want to do or need to do in life. They are vital for us. And what is fantastic with our cognitive skills is that we can develop them. So like we can exercise our muscles and become stronger, we can practice our cognitive skills to make them stronger and sharper as well, so that we can do more of what we want to do in life. In reality, that is what we're doing when we go to school. We practice our cognitive skills by practicing taking in information, remembering it, making connections, planning, communicating, being creative, and solving problems. But it is not only in school that we practice our cognitive skills, but also on the football field. Research shows that sports, arts, and play develop our brains, and especially this part of our brain, the so-called prefrontal cortex, where many of our cognitive skills are located. Football is therefore strengthening our cognitive skills in a natural way. Because of this, playing football or doing other activities that involve play, sports, and arts can be a very important complement to school, especially for children who are not comfortable in school or who for other reasons struggle to take in information and develop in school. Playing football can also be very important for children who for different reasons aren't given the opportunity to play at home, or those that need more support to develop these skills. So giving more children the chance to play football or take part in other types of play, sports, and arts is, in other words, a great way for us to make sure that all children are given good opportunities to develop their cognitive skills, and by doing so, to realize their full potential and live a good life. So football is an amazing tool to empower girls. When a girl comes to your football pitch, she plays, has fun, learns football techniques, plays games, and spends time with her teammates, then it is not just play and football she's spending time on. She's also developing and strengthening all of her cognitive skills. So these skills are going to help her further in life and will make it possible for her to make decisions in the interest of her well-being. This will enable her full potential and allow her to shape her own future. So football is so much more than just football, and that's why it's also a great tool to empower girls. To give you now a deeper understanding of how football can develop your players and also how you can develop them as football players at the same time, we're now proceeding to the second part of our training, our football coaching training.